You look at Microsoft and you look at the drubbing that a lot of these Magnificent Seven names got. Yes, and that the issue seems to be about show me the money. You're not monetizing this technology as quickly as you should do. But for S4, Martin, at what point are we really going to see a material benefit from artificial intelligence technologies? Because that's a big part of the story at S4, isn't it?
It's a long story, so bear with me on it. So there are 5 things that we see affecting our business. Visualization and copywriting. We can produce ads faster. That's a two-edged sword because we sell time currently, and if you can do it in a short amount of time, obviously less revenue. So that area, there will be improvement in productivity, but less employment. The second area, which is absolutely huge, is personalization at scale, what I call Netflix on steroids. If you're a Netflix subscriber, you know that the ads that you receive in return in response to your behavior online. If you're watching a series and you cut off, if you scroll through sort of series that you're interested in, they ask you about your interest. That personalization at scale is absolutely huge. We recently won one of the major agencies in the GM review, in the General Motors review, and that is a revolutionary new model. It's the first time really we've seen this at scale, where personalization at scale, working with data, both consented first-party data plus the signals for platforms to provide content at scale, hugely important. That is revolutionizing the way people do it.
Respectfully, Sir Martin, this is a message that arguably has not really been resonating with shareholders. S4 shares are way off their peak of almost £9 in 2021. What happened there? And how are you going to rebuild?
2 things. Our margins have to be improved. So that's one thing about our own efficiency. The second thing is we have to return to growth. We have 4 years of very strong growth. Then last year was tougher. This year will be tougher too. As tech companies have also, the interesting thing is tech companies' revenues, ad revenues have grown, but their own spending on marketing has been pulled back. You know, for example, Meta last year, their ad revenues were up 20 to 25% each quarter, but their actual spending on marketing and advertising actually fell. So we have to, get our own house in order, if you like. But having said that, those 2 areas I mentioned on AI, plus the impact on media planning and buying, which will become much more algorithmic and less people-based, plus general efficiency, and plus spreading knowledge inside organizations. I mean, your own organization. If you're presenting a program, you can literally instantly brief yourself on everything that's been happening with an LLM around CNBC and whatever it is you're covering in that. That democratization knowledge is absolutely huge. Now, we are in the early stages of it. But as Sundar said in relation to the Alphabet results, he'd rather be overspending, overinvesting at this stage than underinvesting.
Got to ask you a cheeky question, right? AI-generated deep fakes. AI-generated deep fakes, right? They're possible.
Yeah.
You see it all the time. Do they have a role in modern advertising?
What, deep fakes?
Yeah.
No. Obviously not. No. I mean, there are clients that will refuse to use AI-produced images of people changing their color, changing their physiography. They won't do it. Yeah. And that's part of their ethical approach. Okay. But in terms of production and distribution and productivity, huge advances being made.